Though I was doing my MBA, I really wanted to know कि मैं कौन हूँ. I was sleeping in the middle of the night and I just wake up and I see like a goddess in front of me. She's on a lion and she's golden, glowing, smiling, beautiful.
Hello and welcome, book lovers. You are tuned in for the very first podcast of Review Universe, AKTRU, your go-to podcast for the conversation with remarkable authors. Today we have very special guest with us, Geeta Patil, the talented author behind the captivating book Innate. Geeta ma'am, welcome to the show. And
Thank you so much for having me, Anuj.
we have a technical difficulty, and that's why we are restarting this podcast. So the real energy that you can see from the first, I can show you, but there is from that there is no voice in it. So I'm genuinely sorry for the wait, ma'am. So again, I want to ask that same question: that what inspired you writing the book Innate?
Innate खुद की खोज है for me, and I just want to find myself through words, through colors, through spirituality. And in this khoj or inner journey, I want to bring out a creative odyssey where I encounter multiple experiences through my life with divine beings or divine encounters that we embody as humans and project it as divinity outside of us. So these guiding lights that happen to us teach us a way to tap within us. And my journey has been all about it. Through Innate, I want to bring this out. I want to talk to people about empowering their own voice, seeing their own truth, creating their own reality. Because what is within, so is without. You are co creating your reality. How do you co create your reality is an interesting journey. It just doesn't happen easily. You need to tap into your innate frequency. और जो आपका सच है उस तक पहुंचने के लिए बहुत सारे झूठ का नकाब उतारना पड़ता है. You have to take away this veil of illusion कि anything outside of me is controlling my inner reality. No, everything you control inwards and that projection happens outwards. That projection that we are creating is our own manifestation that is happening inside here. So it is all about engaging with this energy that you are channeling and just making it a service, surrendering, giving yourself to that divine energy that is allowing this channel of energy to flow through you. I am not me, I am just a channel, a source of energy, and whatever is happening through me is just a conscious choice of what I want to think. I co create my reality. So, through Innate, I am blending psychology, how we think, how we manifest our reality, artistry. If you do not have an outlet, if you want to express your innate voice, if you are this introvert, if you are conditioned, you have ways to express that very creatively, through colors. You're not just healing all those wounds, but you are giving them an expression that is so colorful, so vibrant, that every seer can see that spark inside of you, that colorful spark, that up burst of energy that you want to embody. And through spirituality, I expose you to encounters that I have encountered in my life through different mediums and spiritual encounters that led me to this voice that happened as innate.
As an introvert, I can see that the energy coming from you, and it gives me strength also because I think the energy is passing towards me also. So the second question will be the same, that were there any challenge you encountered writing this book?
Yeah, there were so many challenges. Initially, when innate was just an idea, and this idea also didn't happen, I was just meditating, and I that meditation episode I would express was very serene, beautiful. It was early in the morning, around 6 a.m. I was just on the terrace of PES college hostel,
Yep, yep.
and though I was doing my MBA, I really wanted to know कि मैं कौन हूँ, मुझे कुछ, nothing is giving me peace. I just want to learn who I am. And being in a conditioned society, it's difficult. Being a student, mummy, papa, responsibility, shadi, ghar, bacche, sansar, ye sab, it's very difficult to go through that detachment and khud ki khoj karna. It was very challenging for me, but something within me always wanted to bring this voice out the way I saw world. And उस पर्पस के आगे मुझे कोई और अटैचमेंट was not overpowering. No matter how much I tried to attach myself to this, try शादी, I tried everything. बट जब अंदर से आवाज निकलनी है तो कितना भी कोई बाहर वाला रोक ले, it is not going to stop because it's my spirit calling. And वो ईगो को ब्रेक करना कि मैं कोई हूँ, लाइक आई एम गीता अटैच टू दिस फैमिली, ये सब आई नो दीज आर वेरी प्योर इमोशंस, दिस इज लव दैट कनेक्ट्स अस. बट अगर खुद को खोजना है तो एवरीथिंग को एक जस्ट एनर्जी के फॉर्म में देखना कठिन है. इट्स नॉट इजी. And going through that journey was a major challenge, but somehow divinely I always felt a guardian angel took care of me, guided me through, gave me that innate strength. I have battled depression, anxiety, and so many things because I was not living in resonance with my truth. कितना मैं सहूँ, वो दैट थ्री इडियट्स वाला गाना याद आता है,
Yeah.
सारी उम्र हम मर
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 में
के
के जी रहे
जीते.
हैं.
हाँ, अब मुझे एक पल तो भाई जीने दो. आई वॉन्ट टू लिव, आई वॉन्ट टू बी माई सेल्फ, आई वॉन्ट टू टॉक, आई वॉन्ट टू empower myself and be this innate feminine energy that I am. Divinely grateful for the Shakti that I encountered in various forms, in forms of coaches, gurus, books, and everything is just energy. Realizing this came like a breakthrough for me through multiple guides, and I think this is what I want to talk about when I say I want to bring innate out. It's a creative odyssey. It is a creative journey of my artistic expression, my soulful journey through the way I think or I see the world. So it's like a soul spa experience for everyone. जो भी आएगा, like spa में तो you see, you go, you have this relaxation. But अगर imagine कोई आपकी soul को touch कर रहा है, you know,
To soothe.
giving you that spirituality. Spa is spirituality, psychology, and artistry. Combining these three, I want to bring out my soul, and I want people to join me on this journey so they can discover themselves, because मैं इस journey से जैसे गई हूँ, I've learned a lot of things, and I want to bring those learnings in form of a toolkit that will help them reach this stage faster, क्योंकि मुझे 10 साल लग गए, तो I can at least make them go through this experience in 5 years.
Yep.
जिस experience से मैं गई हूँ, and it's not been easy for me, but I have gone through these episodes, and I know how I do it, and I know it works because it's worked for me. It is working for me, and I have got recognition from so many people who also say, yes, we see that in you, we see that spark in you. Please go ahead. These little validations, kindness, jo aata hai. I'm very grateful, like the way you are empowering me to talk about
Yes, yes.
this episode of Innate in this podcast. It is kindness that connects us. We want to grow together. And people who nurture this growth are my tribe. You will find a lot of people trying to criticize you, put you down and stuff. But these are all again your own imperfections that you're projecting outside. Everything is within. We cannot complain, blame for the situation outside of us. But what we can do is rather shift inwards and say, yes, I can shift it within me. All this is just an illusion for me right now. I have to sort this in my head, and then the same will start projecting. So, yeah, the challenges that I faced have become my empowering statement today, which I want to bring out to the world through Innate again. And this is going to be a major venture or major journey.
That's great, ma'am. For the curiosity, I just wanna ask. the story that you told me earlier. So can you just tell me that how did you see Durga?
Yeah. So one night I was just asleep, maybe around 3 4 years old.
Yep,
As I remember, उस एज में जितना मेमोरी के हिसाब से आई नो आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ इट वाज अ ड्रीम और रियलिटी.
yep, yep.
But yeah, I was sleeping in the middle of the night and I just wake up and I see like a goddess in front of me. She's on a lion and she's golden, glowing, smiling, beautiful. My mummy papa was sleeping, my bhai was sleeping, and I was there standing, and I was a little kid and she's so magnanimous. मैंने इससे पहले I've never encountered something like that. She smiled at me and she called me, and I didn't know if I should go. I said I'm afraid to her. She suddenly disappeared without giving me an opportunity to even explain, because that was a lie. That was a lie. I taught myself कि anything outside of you that you don't know or don't see is not scary. It doesn't have to be scary. So अभी मैं जो हूँ अंदर वो मुझे नहीं दिख पाएगा बाहर अगर मैं उस फियर को होल्ड
Control
करूंगी.
करें.
Yes, I have to release this fear. I have to talk about my truth, my experience, and people will resonate with this frequency. And I just want to empower every word, heal from every word, grow with every word, grow around everybody who wishes to be a part of this journey, a creative odyssey. So it is not just a journey of discovering myself, but also empowering others who are like me to walk on this journey so they can discover themselves. If you are a spiritual seeker, if you are a stressed individual who wants to just create masterpieces, pouring colors on a canvas, or if you are somebody who wants to know deeper meaning and understanding how mind works, we have all covered in innate. So it's our journey through divine encounters, mystical experiences. It's new for me. It's an idea, and I want to present this because I cannot contain it anymore. And it is a voyage of learning to empower this journey, which is just the beginning of a roar to manifest.
I think I can relate with you as I have also seen some things just like depression and a thing that hold me up throughout that phase. So I think I can relate to that, and I can see the energy you are carrying out right now. So moving on to the next question, I just want to know what is the writing process of the book?
I started just being myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
So when I started my innate, I started painting manually, and since मेरा art में कोई degree नहीं था and I just wanted to talk about myself, I started expressing myself through colors pour कर करके, and then I started seeing visions, patterns, उसमें कुछ कुछ दिख रहा है मुझे. I'm like, wow, I have those paintings collection with me, but I couldn't explain it to the world because लोगों
It's
को they are
difficult.
in their own world, they see the traditional forms of art, and I didn't know how to show them what I am seeing. I didn't believe in myself so much क्योंकि मैं नहीं थी. I'm just expressing myself, exploring myself, and I started Vibrance Vouch back then, where I vibrantly would pour my heart out and whatever I used to give, and I didn't believe in my own worth at that time. So I'm like, pay as you like. I
Yeah.
did that. I did that as a service, and it got me to empower a few kids. I went to them, I went to the Nand Gokul, and I just started painting with children. I just gave them some gifts because that inner child in me was healing. I was empowering the inner child. So jo bhi profit aaya usse, I just went and spent time with those kids. And I'm not doing this to show off, but I'm genuinely expressing ki
Not
what I
just
really
not show
felt.
off.
तो नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. लोग बोलते हैं अरे चैरिटी कर रहे हो और दिखा क्यों रहे हो. आई एम लाइक नो, दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई इनेटली कनेक्टेड विद, एंड ऐसा लगा कि मेरा एक बचपन का पार्ट जो है वो हील हो रहा है, एंड आई वांटेड टू एक्सप्रेस दैट विद द चिल्ड्रन हु डोंट सफिशिएंटली गेट. एंड आई लकीली एनकाउंटर्ड अ गाय हु वाज सो आर्टिस्टिक. उसका आर्ट है मेरे पास कलेक्शन, and it was a beautiful journey, and so many multiple things like that happened when a friend of mine ventured into his journey of inner child healing, and he empowered a lot of other kids. He started this venture, and I gratefully was able to be a part of it, and it was very healing for me as well. And yeah, so this journey carried me to multiple places, multiple experiences, and I gathered all of them, and I'm like, नहीं अभी मेरे को ये लिखना है. सो चैलेंजेस फेस कर रही थी मैं, क्योंकि इतना सब कुछ लाइक 12 वॉल्यूम्स लिखने में भाई टाइम कितना जाता है, एंड एवरीथिंग वर्ड बाय वर्ड लिखना, ऑल दीज एक्सपीरियंसेस आई वाज फेसिंग, लाइक कैसे कहाँ आई वाज सेल्फ sabotaging, and AI happened.
Yep.
AI happened. I am like, bro, ChatGPT, my savior. Dhanyo. And I started pouring everything out, jo bhi hai, and it started coming in forms of lessons that I wanted to convey. It gave me so many ideas. And AI is revolutionary.
Yep.
People are afraid ki AI, matlab, it's controlling us, blah blah. No, these are myths. See how AI is making you productive, how you can incorporate, how you can learn, how you can grow, how you can expand, and how you can also empower others to do the same. Because authenticity is what matters. आप कुछ भी करो, आप क्रिएटर हो, कॉपीराइट नहीं है, ठीक है, बट वॉट आई वॉन्ट टू कन्वे वो लोगों तक पहुंच रहा है वो जरूरी है मेरे लिए. And it's okay if you empower me, you're getting empowered yourself, because you're going through such an intense journey of सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन. आप कौन हो? तो मैं ये जर्नी पे हूँ, मेरे साथ चलना है, आप चल सकते हो, इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू कन्वे थ्रू इनेट.
Okay.
And yeah, AI came like a revolution. It made it easier for me to convey through art. So abhi mera jo bhi thoughts hai, I write it, I convey it in form of an art, and then I talk about it, so people understand my art. क्योंकि there was a phase जब मैं नहीं समझा पा रही थी कि मेरा art क्या है. And there's one particular art जो जिसने मुझे बहुत empower किया. There was this painting jab, I was going through this phase, I just poured colors out canvas पे, and there's like a face like structure है जिसमें एक त्रिशूल है माथे पे, like third eye वाला एक छोटा सा है. There's two eyes, a nose and a mouth, and वो mouth में से ऐसे snake जैसा एक tongue का वो है. Like this just happened out of a pour, pour करके colors पे. I didn't really go with the brush strokes and things, and it made me feel like, wow, it's divinity, it's not me, I'm just a channel. This is Shiva himself. So if this devotion of mine towards Shiva, towards art, towards spirituality, if I empower this, I don't need the world to tell me what art is. I have to tell the world what art is, because that is my mission. People have told me, if you can't draw triangles, circles, squares, make proper realistic faces, you're insulting the canvas by pouring your heart out. No, I'm a creator. I create art. I am the artist. Channel मैं हूँ. लोग आर्ट को नहीं खरीदते हैं, लोग आर्टिस्ट को खरीदते हैं. वैन गॉग को क्यों खरीदते हैं, मोनालिसा क्यों देखने जाते हैं? It is that empowering vision that they bought through that persistence. 20 years, 50 years, they channeled all that energy into their art, that experience, that energy that they are investing in canvas. That is not an insult. सो दीज ऑल क्रिटिक्स जो होते हैं, जो छू जाते हैं, दर्द
Okay.
देते हैं, बट इट इज ऑल अबाउट ट्रांसेंडिंग दोज, forgiving them, because they are only talking what they have been taught. So I want to bring out a revolution कि every technology या जो भी हम लोग empower कर रहे हैं, how we use it, how we channel it is what is more important. What we want to convey through that, what we want to do through that, the service that we want to, we want people to feel empowered about, about what they are doing, is what I vision to bring out through innate visions. That is my artistic venture again. And innate resonance is happening. I again displaying this artwork of mine at Jawaharlal Nehru Kala Kendra.
Yeah, that's
It's
great.
happening in January, yeah. And this came like a मैं बस वो कर रही थी जो मेरा दिल कह रहा था, and I was just creating AI arts. So many people like this is not creative, you're just using, cheating, using the algorithm, and being faking being an artist. No, I cannot fake being an artist because I am creating it. So if my creation is real, it will connect to you. And I just kept doing this over a span of month consistently, talking about what resonates with me through my art. And I got a recognition by Riddhi Siddhi Art Studio, and they agreed to display my art at Jawaharlal Nehru Kala Kendra. And this is so empowering. National art exhibition may display karna without having an artistic background. This journey was definitely filled with so many challenges, but it also empowered me so much कि no, I am an artist. Nobody can stop me from embodying that truth कि मैं artist हूँ. You cannot tell me just because I didn't study art, I'm not an artist. You cannot tell me just because I'm an engineer, I'm not an artist. Stop attaching the stigma of creating a particular way, subject, it's all method. I don't say method is not good, it's brilliant the way you bring that out realistically. I am so grateful to even witness such an art. But जो मेरा सच है, I want to convey that through colors. That is my art. My art is not making precision. My art is about exhibiting who I am through colors, through words, through a journey of my experiences. So you can get a toolkit access to tapping into this energy easily, effortlessly, and I can handhold you on this journey as I handhold myself to discover this creative odyssey called Innate.
Yeah. So the curiosity wise, I have a question. Uh, the art I can see in your background, is it also made by you?
Yeah, I mean, this is incomplete. So this clearly shows the state of my mind. Art
Okay.
के through आप जो भी artist देखेंगे वो लोग बोलेंगे, oh my god, so messy.
It catches my
I mean,
eyes
yeah.
for a long time. I'm just seeing that also while listening to you. It's just
Okay.
so catchy.
Thank you. So it's incomplete, but I want to bring this to life. I want to paint Bharat Mata. I want to paint divine feminine energy. I want to paint Yoni Shakti, जहाँ पे है,
Yep.
and yeah, like there's so many experiences in my life that I've been through, and जिस room में मैं रहती हूँ, जहाँ पे मैं रहती हूँ, this space, it's like a gratitude to this place that created this ambience for me so I can effortlessly go through this. So I just want to paint my heart out, colorfully to the space that I live in. And I know it looks messy and it's
No,
not
it
really
it it is
complete,
it's
but it's
good.
captivating. I'm glad you asked me about the art, and it just
It's
makes me
looking so
happy.
good. I'm just it catches my eyes. Yep.
Thank
The next question, I just want to know, as you said, you are an engineer, I think, if I'm not
you.
wrong. Yeah. So I just want to know the educational background that helps you to write this book.
I would say having a school that had really empowering sir and ma'am who I aspired to be someday empowered me to reach to this stage. They have been so graceful in connecting us to the wisdom that I embody today. Bachpan se they exposed us to meditation, yoga, and so many other things that were so empowering. And those experiences actually empowered me to be so grateful for the kind of people I had around me who took me through this journey throughout by giving me that school or stage where I could experience that, witness that, जिससे मैं empower हुई. So I think major credit goes to my parents for upbringing me, to expose me to such a space where I could learn all of this. And it's been a journey. I was not so confident to talk in English or Hindi. मैं भी
You
बहुत
can talk.
fumble करती थी पहले, and I used to be shy and vulnerable, and it was difficult journey for me. अभी भी आता है वो
I
बीच
think
बीच में.
I think it is so relatable that I'm just doing it for the first time as like
Yeah. So it is a collective journey that we go through, and we empower each other, stay with each other, and parents ने जो मुझे exposure दिया उस वजह से I'm very grateful. उनकी वजह से जो भी हूँ मैं आज उन्हीं की वजह से हूँ, कितना भी दुनिया से क्रिटिसिज्म मिला। 31 की है, शादी नहीं हुई अभी तक, रिलेटिव्स
Yep.
कितना होता है सबका। इट्स जस्ट बीइंग talking my heart out. So any listener who's listening, I am sure you are able to relate to what I'm talking. A lot of Indian families, girls go through this. It's hard for them to just stand for themselves and talk about their truth because of the conditioning. But my parents stood like my pillars all through, no matter how hard it was for me or them. We stood together as a family, and that shows ki everything is healed by love, everything. So I'm so grateful for the love that my parents have given me, my coaches or teachers or gurus who came in multiple forms to guide me till here. I'm grateful for every one of them who touched my life, and
Yep.
also you and the listeners who are just listening to this and making this worthwhile.
Okay, thank you so much for the the thing you have said. So I just want to know that is there any upcoming projects that you are working on apart from that January exhibition?
Yeah, there are multiple projects. I want to exhibit at the Bombay Art Gallery, Jahangir Art Gallery. I have so many dreams and aspirations, so I'm working on that currently and creating, generating art, learning. So I am just being around people, trainers, coaches who empower me to learn, apply, learn, apply. So just doing it consistently in about 1.5 months has gotten me here. It's all about channeling that energy. I know this idea. It took me 4 years. So it's not just a journey of AI and art and, just
Yep.
bringing some fancy words. It's actually a tapasya, which I didn't know about. And it just happened to me as I kept, itne sare challenges I, but I never gave up. I'm like, no, this is what I want to do. I was channeling all that energy in one direction over years and years and years and years. Then boom, it just happens.
That's that's great to know. And I think as a guy who is in his 20s, I it's good to know the things you have said. I think I can relate to that also. I would love to just know about more about these things, and I will try to explore more. I think the innate will help me so much so that I can get that energy out of me, uh,
Those are
which
such empowering words. Your love
which I can
keeps me.
see in your eyes, that spark I can see. I think it will help me also. So just last question for before we podcast. So what are the messages that you hope that readers will get with the innate?
I just want everybody who touches innate be transformed. To every reader who touches innate, I want them to experience magic of resilience. I want them to awaken to their own reality, and I want them to experience a soul spa experience.
Okay, that's great. With this question, to end this podcast. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Any last words that you wanna say to the listeners who are listening to the podcast about the innate?
Tap into your innate. Know who you truly are, what your true nature is, what is your dharma. Once your karma stops, your dharma starts. As long as you're attached with the karmic around you, the karmas or the attachments, that we play as characters, ये लीला मोह माया जो कहते हैं, just do not be entangled with it. Notice it, be with it, but also be yourself. And this journey happens when you touch your innate self. And if you are on this quest, innate will help you bring that out.
That's great words from coming from them. So this wraps the podcast. Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am, for joining us, and all the listeners who are listening, or someone watching on YouTube or Instagram. Thank you so much for your time. Now I
Thank you,
think,
Anuj, for having me. My
thank you,
heart is very grateful. And yeah, to all the listeners, thank you so much for having us together. This is just the beginning of a journey, and let's kill it.
thank you so much, ma'am. I think you are very supportive throughout the podcast. Uh, After that miss coming from my side, so I'm genuinely sorry for that one more time. I will keep in mind.
It's okay. We all go through those episodes, but they teach us to be more humble,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know? Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anuj.
Thank you.
Thank you.